sir, the part where you mentioned about dynamos being expensive. Dynamos are not expensive, sir. Maybe you do not know about the dynamos implementation in simple bicycles that don't even cost 1,000. What the basic principle is that mechanical energy produced is converted from an energy source to create the physical motion of the object, which is a very basic principle used in the bicycle. That is our in fact, that is our inspiration, because sir, in bicycles, what happens is when you pedal, when there is a physical motion, the torch situated on the head of the bicycle is generated, the light is generated. That is the simple principle that we have used. So it is not expensive. In fact, it is the most low cost principle that could have been incorporated to tackle two problems.
So are you saying that you will ask a person to just bicycle and create electricity?
No, we mentioned rotating hand pump. People will rotate the hand pumps with their hands and produce electrical energy.
So when we say principle, we don't mean it literally, but I guess one should have the civic sense to understand what a principle means and what inspiration means.
Thank you for such a nice reply. I think Piyush, you got the reply. Any question? Yes, Anurag, put the question.
You have a good point that you are using electromechanical energy for generating electricity. That is appreciated. The question for you is that how much power are you going to, generate from those hand pump, and one thing more, that the labor that you would employ has to do the cardio work, and the cardio work cannot be done more than 2 hours by anyone. Or if you see a bodybuilder also, it could be more than 2 hours is more than enough. So how are you going to manage it?
Thank you for the question, sir. Sir, I think you missed the entire point. Sir, electricity is only a byproduct that we are getting. Our main target is having simple opportunities for the people in rural areas. Sir, we need to understand the very simple fact that there is no education, no skill literacy in rural areas. What they can do is very simple man work. So what we are trying to do is enabling opportunities for them. This is the most simple thing we could think of. And sir, as far as your electricity question goes, sir, electricity is only a byproduct. We are going to sell that electricity to state governments at a very subsidized rates so that we can have our maintenance cost covered. That is only a byproduct. Please let it not steal the focus of our aim.
Now actually the thing is that rotating hand pump generate only 35 to 60 watt of power. And now, if you see that the 35 to 60 watt of power would cost you more for a labor to give a labor cost for 1 day is 300 rupees. And if you employ a labor for 1 day, you would have to give him 300 rupees. And if you will run a rotating hand pump, a single rotating hand pump, it will not generate much power to sustain the labor. How are you going to sustain the whole unit?
One question at a time. Yes, Tanya, please reply.
So again you are missing the picture. So taking your example only, taking ahead from your example. For example, if I employ a man who has not eaten anything for 10 days, so he can work for what, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, but we can pay him for that. So sir, we are tackling food problem, poverty problem. And especially we are putting manpower of India to good use. So electricity is not stealing the focus. Electricity is only a profit that we are generating. It is not about how much profit. It is about the fact that there is profit. Is there a profit generated from your idea?
I got your point, but one more point.
Anurag, please. No counter questions can be more. Any other thing?
Thank you.
Yes, please.
Your idea is to collaborate with MNC and NGO, right? What if they doesn't help you or they stop helping you? What is your return on investment? Because you have to shut your whole project down if it doesn't help you.
Yes, absolutely. That is the primary reason we included that in our challenges. Now, sir, understand how NGOs work. Sir, NGOs are not established units. They are very small organizations. However, the biggest profit is that they get government funding. Now, what we are trying to avoid is that we have to register our organization with the government. We don't want to do that because of the corruption problems that you already know exist. So what we are trying here is not getting our organization registered, but rather being a subsidiary, a sister branch to certain NGOs, so that we can get our funding from them instead of asking the government and getting entangled in corruption and losing our focus.
We have got 5 states to operate. Do you think it's feasible to manage all 5 states?
So the 5 states, thank you, the 5 states that we have selected are on the basis of government data. These are the states that are most backward, that need the most help in terms of poverty, food, unemployment and rural backwardness. When we talk about backwardness, awareness, we mean that they do not have any exposure. They do not know about the global scenario. What we are tackling here is having those states who have a lot of manpower and not good in terms of resources. So the rural areas that have resources can help themselves because they have resources. What about the areas that do not have resources? We are going to have to tackle them because we cannot have migration, like shift the people from one place to another. We have to tackle that problem.
Sorry to interrupt you, but sir, I hope you are satisfied with the answer. Now questions for the team B, please. First question from any of the team. Yes, team A. Any question?